largest selection.
It is now 6:44. Let's get a look at our live drive cam right now. As you can see, the dense fog out here. This is 441 heading north, and fog is starting to build. It looks almost like the Wellington area there. That's what I'm thinking it is. Jamel's right there, and keep the low beams on. Allow a few extra minutes to get wherever you are. Remember, bike lanes and kids heading off to school too.
And it looks like this breaking weather news now affecting the Honda Classic. Tee times have been delayed. Our Chris Stewart there at PGA National with the very latest. Chris?
Well, Mike, we just learned from our contact here at the Honda Classic that the tee times for this morning's practice round will be delayed 30 minutes because of the fog that we are seeing out here at PGA National this morning. You see the putting green here where some of the pros are warming up. Beyond that, you can't see much more. Tiger Woods was, as well as Phil Mickelson, their tee times were scheduled for 6:45, but at this point, they will be teeing off here for their practice round at 7:15. We'll keep you updated on the latest as this fog continues to stick around here in Palm Beach Gardens. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Chris, 6:45 right now. Negotiations resumed today between the Firefighters Union and the town of Palm Beach. This is to address the wish list that the union gave the town 4 months ago. Members of Local 2928 want better pay, sick leave, and retirement contributions. All non-union employees have received wage increases, but firefighters have not received raises in more than 4 years now because their pay increases must be negotiated through collective bargaining.
A small business boom seems to be brewing in West Palm Beach, and boutique shop owners are hoping the changing economic landscape will have a big payoff for them. The west side of Clematis used to be considered kind of the quiet side, but several new small businesses are opening up there. Real estate experts say it could be a sign the city is headed in a positive direction.
I think it's the most exciting time for West Palm Beach.
There's just so much development going on down here in terms of what's going on in City Place, Clematis again, as well as there's so many young people in this city.
Downtown Subculture Coffee Roastery opens on Monday. There are also plans for 5 to 6 other new businesses.
Across the state, conservative activists are fighting back. Yesterday, they filed a motion in Miami-Dade County to prevent same-sex couples from marrying. They're asking the circuit court to defend a 2008 law that defines marriage as only between a man and a woman. Last month, 6 same-sex South Florida couples sued a Miami-Dade clerk for the right to marry.
Right now, police continue to search for the gunman who shot 3 girls in Liberty City yesterday. Miami-Dade police say the girls ages 10, 15, and 18 all had non-life-threatening injuries. They were taken, though, to Jackson Memorial Hospital. Police say the gunman left in a maroon SUV and a dark-colored Infiniti.
The family of a Florida Highway Patrol trooper who died, or Florida Highway Patrol, trooper who died in 1992 will finally see justice today. Trooper Jimmy Fulford died in a routine traffic stop. It was on Interstate 10 when a booby trap package exploded. The bomb built by Paul Howell was intended for another person. Howell is scheduled to be executed today. Fulford's family remembers him as a kind-hearted man willing to help anyone.
All right, giving you a live look at Chopper 5. Yeah, there it is. It's on the ground this morning, too foggy to fly. Also talking to Glenn this morning. This is a camera we have been watching all morning. I-95 Donald Ross, and he even says it's definitely one of those things where it's going to get worse before it gets better. Even so, though, FHP telling us no major accidents to report at this time. So take it easy out there. Keep it that way. Let's go to Glenn for weather.
All right, and the reason it's going to get a little worse before it gets better is this is the time of morning when we start to hit our coolest temperatures of the morning. And so that makes the moisture condense the most. That's where we're seeing the most fog development. And then as we start to warm up a bit, the fog will start to burn off. And eventually by mid to late morning, we'll start to see a lot more sunshine and temperatures will climb very quickly. Dense fog advisory for Palm Beach County until 9 a.m. Some areas of dense fog up along the Treasure Coast as well, but no advisories have been issued right here in Palm Beach County in the bright white areas. That's where we're seeing the poorest visibility, the lowest visibility. Here's what we're looking at this morning. Fog tracker on Live Viper 5 Max showing you the expanding area of fog from western Palm Beach County all the way over to the coast here. And look how it's spreading down to the south as well. Folks heading down to Broward County this morning, even up into Martin County this morning. A bit of a mess. 50s and 60s for temperatures right now. Record highs today. 86 in Vero, 90 in West Palm. We'll be in the ballpark. I don't think we're going to break any records today, but it's going to be a very, very warm day. Here's a look at the cold front up to our north, and it's going to start to push south into North Florida later on today, bringing with it the chance for showers and thunderstorms to our north. We could see some isolated rainfall in our area this afternoon. Front sags down into our area overnight tonight and into tomorrow, bringing with it much higher chances for rain for Thursday. And then on Friday, a little rainfall behind the front before that drier air really starts to move in for the weekend. Here's a quick look at our rainfall chances as we continue through the rest of the week. About a 20% chance for rain today. That jumps up to about a 60% chance for rain tomorrow as that front moves through. About a 10% chance for rain on Friday, and that drops down to almost nothing over the weekend. So perfect weather for the Honda Classic over the weekend. But tomorrow might be a little bit tricky. We'll talk more about that in your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes.
6:50 right now. We're back in just 60 seconds. Coming up, we're following breaking news from the Honda Classic this morning. The tee times have been delayed for practice because of that fog.
And we're also live on the roadways, taking a look at just how this dense fog could affect your morning commute. In a word, slow.
Year after year, Brayman Honda is #1 in Palm Beach. Celebrate now with new Civics, $185 a month, new Accords, $219 a month, or get 0 down. Brayman Honda, #1 again, thanks to you.
For 20 years, we've been your law firm when you've been injured in an accident. So remember, I'm not just a lawyer, I'm your lawyer. Gordon and Donner, for the injured.
Get your News Channel 5 updates throughout the day on News Radio 1290 WJNO. Year after year, Brayman Honda is #1 in Palm Beach. Celebrate now with new Civics, $185 a month, new Accords, $219 a month, or get 0 down. Brayman Honda, #1 again, thanks to you.
Brown sugar cinnamon coffees and lattes, new from Dunkin' Donuts. Enjoy the tasty baked goodness of brown sugar and cinnamon in a cup. America runs on Dunkin'.
The Morning Sprint on WPTV is sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts.
It's 6:51 as the Morning Sprint counts you down to the Today Show.
News Channel 5 has you covered with everything you need to know if you're heading out the door.
Stand by here. I'm Jamela Nay here. We are driving along Okeechobee Boulevard westbound, where we have seen heavy fog in the Wellington area as well as Royal Palm Beach, which we're passing through right now. We have been seeing fog all over Palm Beach County this morning, but we will continue to drive around and keep everyone updated on the driving conditions. That's the latest here. I'm Jamela Nay with WPTV News Channel 5.
Well, I'm Chris Stewart live at PGA National. Practice tee times for the practice round today at the Honda Classic have been delayed 30 minutes because of the fog we're seeing. This is the first tee here. Tiger Woods is expected to tee off here now at 7:15 this morning. But the reason that it has been delayed is all this fog we are seeing right now. You can look out into the distance from the driving range and the putting green here, and you don't see much at all. We are keeping in touch with our contacts here at the Honda Classic, but what they are telling us right now is this fog is causing a 30-minute delay for the practice round tee times today. We are live in Palm Beach Gardens. Chris Stewart, WPTV News Channel 5.
Our newsroom right now waiting on more information from Stewart Police about an overnight shooting that led to 2 people being shot. Right now, those people at Lawnwood Regional in stable condition. One was taken as a trauma alert. This shooting happened off Tarpon Avenue at about 3 this morning. That got to a Martin Memorial about a half an hour later. Still no motive to this shooting or exactly what led to it, but we are checking with the Stewart Police Department.
We're waiting on funeral information for Polo Grade and Wellington resident Carlos Gracida. He died after a polo accident yesterday afternoon in Wellington. Gracida passed away in the intensive care unit at Delray Medical Center. He was 53 years old.
Sebastian council members will decide today if the city needs to toughen laws on fertilizer use. The council will talk about whether the current fertilizer ordinance is protecting the lagoon from nitrogen runoff from fertilizer.
A no-swimming advisory has been issued for Du Bois Park after bacterial levels in the water tested in the Poor range. Resampling is now underway. The results will be released tomorrow. The area affected is the small lagoon located just off the Jupiter Inlet in the park.
Today, President Obama is going to St. Paul, Minnesota, where he'll be announcing a new competition that he hopes will create jobs and restore infrastructure. It's part of the president's Year of Action, a series of policy initiatives the White House plans to carry out without the help help of Congress.
President Obama has issued an ultimatum to the president of Afghanistan: sign a security agreement or all American troops are heading home when the war ends at the end of this year. The Pentagon is already preparing for the possibility of a complete pullout.
Happening today, Hillary Clinton is making a stop in South Florida. The former Secretary of State will be speaking at the University of Miami. The U has not said what she's going to talk about, but in recent appearances, she has spoken about her time as Secretary of State.
As you head out the door this morning, you need to know there are travel advisories for all of Palm Beach County, Martin County too. This is why that fog, you're looking at Lake Worth Road, Military Trail, really getting hit hard by that fog. Still, FHP reporting it's been a fairly quiet morning, no major accidents, no major incidents, so a lot of you are taking it easy as you head out to work this morning. Let's check in with Glenn for your forecast.
Thanks, Alan Yarn. And a look at live Viper 5 Max this morning and the fog tracker on with our breaking weather news here in the red areas. Visibility less than a quarter of a mile in spots. So please, please be careful this morning. Give yourself extra time from the lake all the way over to the coast and up into Martin County, as you heard Holland just mention there. Let's talk about your most accurate hour-by-hour forecast. Dense fog in the forecast for the next few hours. Then it will burn off from mid to late morning. Our temperatures will soar into the low to mid 80s, pretty close to record highs by early this afternoon. We do have a chance for a few showers and maybe an isolated thunderstorm or two this afternoon. Tomorrow, a cold front will move through the area during the morning and early afternoon. Most of our high temperatures will be reached early in the day, and then cooler air will move in during the afternoon. We've got pretty good chances for showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. A little drier on Friday, a lot drier over the weekend.
6:56 right now, and we're done here, but we continue all local coverage starting in a couple of minutes on Fox 29.
We're never done.
It keeps going.
Thank you so much for watching. The Today Show team takes over right now on News Channel 5. If you join us on Fox, which we do hope you will, we're continuing to cover the breaking news on the Honda Classic, where the practice round, the tee times were supposed to be at 6:45, but with the fog, they've been delayed to 7:15. We'll follow that and more on Fox. Bye-bye.
Good morning. Straight ahead on today, the deep freeze growing more intense now, record-breaking lows and more snow today. Al's tracking it all. Plus, a major problem from the brutal winter, how to fill all those potholes.
Also ahead, Carrie Kennedy expected to take the stand today at her so-called drugged driving trial. We're going to have the latest developments from court.
And then, as simple as asking an adult, a Rawson Report's hidden camera investigation exposes just how easy it can be for teenagers to get their hands on alcohol.
And how can you help your kids develop a healthier body image? Maria Shriver and Cameron Diaz join our Love Your Selfie discussion.
Plus, Kerry Russell, the Fray, and gold medal winners Merrill Davis and Charlie White will all be here when we see you in a couple of minutes on a Wednesday edition of Today.
Thank you for watching WPTV News Channel 5. Count on Chopper 5, the only news helicopter from Boca Raton to the Treasure Coast. On air, online, it's local coverage you can count on.
The new year at Delray Honda, and we're celebrating. You may